Hello, Exomen Legacy here, and today I just wanted to show you guys another unlimited gold / money exploit for Fable 2. This is on the Xbox One. First thing you're going to want to make sure is that you don't have any of your DLC installed. If you have any DLC installed, this will not work. So once your game's started, I'd say click continue quick and see if you have any saves that are even going to work, because if you don't have any, you need a save that doesn't have any DLC associated with it. If you don't have one, that is fine, just create a new character. I would say give the warrants to the guard, and that way when you get to Bowerstone you'll have another way to get a little bit extra gold to get this started. I chose to up the rent on my caravan here and get as many things out of the chests before heading to Bowerstone as I could. So there's a few necklaces that you can get outside the crypt and inside the crypt, as well as a few different weapons you can get. I'm just kind of showing on screen a few of the things I grabbed before going to Bowerstone. Whatever you can do to fluff your money without having to actually do a job when you get to Bowerstone, the better, because we're trying to do this as fast as possible.
That keeps the key to the cave in his hut. It's in a chest.
There's actually a chest. If you go outside of this little bag area and go into a cave, there's a chest in here. That's barely any gold, but I mean, at this point, anything's good. And then you're going to want to kill this guy. You'll get another 100 gold. And then just head into town, sell the weapons you got. I don't know, sell the necklaces you got to the gift shop right across the street as well. And then head over to Bowerstone South, or Old Town, sorry. Make this guy like you. Buy as much stuff as you can. Head back over to Bowerstone Market, sell it. Try not to sell it during a sale though, because that's what I just did, unfortunately. I ended up sleeping a bit, rinsing and repeating the original one until I got like 5,000 gold. Don't really matter too much. And then I went back to the gypsy camp. I went offline. This is actually a key part. You're going to want to go offline. And then I saved my game. After saving my game, I ran around purchasing all of these little caravans here, as many as I could anyway, and putting the rent up to 100%. The more you have, the better. Once you're done, save and continue. Then you need to quit the game. Go to your settings. Go down to power and startup. Restart. You want to do a full shutdown. Hasn't really been confirmed if you need to do this every time, but doing it every time might be a better option, unless you can get it working otherwise. Once your Xbox is back and ready to go, go back into your settings. You're still going to be offline. You want to keep it that way. You're going to want to go down to System, down into Time, and you want to set the date, or the year at least, to as far back as you can. If it's 2019, the farthest you can go back is 2019. And once you do that, I don't know, you can go back and click time again and double check to make sure that it's actually sticking. And then you're going to want to start Fable 2 back up again. Now that you're back in Fable, you're going to want to continue that same save again. Once you get back into the game, you should get a sizable amount of gold. And then what you're going to want to do, I usually just save and continue. And then I go and purchase as many houses as I can with whatever money I just got. I did lose some footage here, so if you notice that I just got double what I did just a second ago, it's because I lost a bit of footage. All I did was the same thing over and over again that I'm about to do right now. Bought the houses, as many as I could afford. And then I saved and quit. Once you're done saving and quitting, you're going to want to close the game again. Then you can either change the date straight down to 2018, 2019 again, and then load the game back up, or restart the game after changing the date and then loading the game up. But in my game, I was able to just change the date to as far as I could, load my game again, and then save quit, and then exit and close it again without it needing a restart. But yeah, once you get back in, just save and quit. You won't get any money when going forward in time, but if you go backwards in time, you will get money. Once you've quit, close the game, go back, change your time, change it back to 1919 or 1920, depending on when you're watching this. And then once that's done, you just hit the guide button, open up the game again, load your game one more time.
And so our story begins.
You should get a lump sum of money again. Buy as many houses as you can. And, well, rinse and repeat. Well, I hope you guys liked this video. I'm going to end the commentary now, but there is more to the video if you want to see just how long it took really to get to what I have. If you notice any parts are sped up, it's only ×2 speed, so it's not actually that much time cut off. So, see you guys.
A strange vision came to him in a dream.
And so our story begins.
Mighty strong, fights brave and hard to do no wrong. As for the sword, it's pretty long. A bandit came, born from a hag who called the thug her little fag. He terrorized my bow and naked took from her all he could carry. And so the hero vowed to stop the bandit sang in all his wrath. They fought until the break of dawn, and Frank's head from neck was sawn. The hero
Our lake ate quite a lot of cake.
And so our story begins. And so our story begins. So our story begins.
I'm sure you'll be a great adventurer one day, Sparrow. Looking good. I bet you're
And so our story begins.
Prices
I
may be
love
high,
what you've done
but
with
the
yourself.
quality is second to none.
And so our story begins. And so our story begins. But
Our owner is famous. That means we're better. I have titles for the great and the stupid.
And so our story begins.
Stand in the way of fame, buy a title.